Hi, it's Jude, founder of Zero Point Tai Chi. Today I'd like to visit with you a little bit about facing your fears. And there's lots to this, and we could talk forever about fear and love and the differentiation between these concepts. But today I'd like to talk about facing our fears uh, more more in an acute way. We know that there's chronic fear, and that really affects us physiologically. It affects us in all sorts of ways. The acute fear is interesting to me because martial artists train to deal with acute fear both externally and internally. So the internal part is really interesting to me because most of us don't have external threats, but we have a myriad of conditionings that create fear on the inside. And how do we have the courage to face that much more elusive and significant challenge in our lives? And so it can come from, driving the car and you're afraid that somebody's going to swerve and hit you. And how do you respond? And how does your body biochemically respond? A lot of times it's to bring all sorts of stuff that's good for the fight or flight thing, but it just adds to this chronic stress that I've talked about quite a bit. So, how do we address living in a reality where this fear comes up inside of us, because we know it comes up constantly? And what the heck does Tai Chi and Qigong have to do with that? And my view on that is these are some of the exercises that help train us to have much more mastery over ourselves in the face of our fears, whether they're little dinky things, and oftentimes they happen all day long, every day, or they're much more acute and can be big and in your face. And so what do we do when we practice Tai Chi and Qigong with the internal arts concept is that we look to be grounded, we look to have this ease and flow, we look to create the balance in ourselves, and to have these principles that alleviate the fear. Oh, and here comes Spanky right on cue. Want to say hi? And Spanky really, I've watched him, and he deals with fear uh, in a very focused way, and I talked about that on my last video with focus. So I'm gonna put him down and we'll do this last little thing about fear, because we know we have it. So what can we do about it? And to me, it starts with the breath. So if you're able to join me in a conscious breath, and picture the fear coming in, and we tense up, right? So the training with Qigong and Tai Chi and breath work and meditation is that we start with the breath. We bring the breath in, because as soon as you start to breathe deeply, you're able to manage the fear and the response to the fear much better. So if you can, stand up, and if you can, come out in nature and drink in the energy. Look at this beautiful rainy spring day. The energy here is just fantastic. And it's really alive, and I'm gonna breathe that in. So if you're able to do that with me, take a breath in the belly and release. Again, in the belly and release. Again, in the belly Yes. You couldn't stand it. You had to get up on here, huh? Okay, and then if you go further doing Qigong exercises, the foundation is not to wave your hands around or look cool or copy. It's to really connect with the breath in a more expansive part of your physiology. You bring the body more into the activity. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so Spanky and I are going to hang out in the rain. I hope you enjoy this, and I hope that we plant the seed in ourselves to be able to take the conscious breath even when we're scared. That's when it really counts, and that's when it really benefits you. So if you'd like to find out more about me or look at more of my videos, you can go to zeropointtaichi.com. And you can find me on my YouTube channel, obviously, because you're probably watching this off of YouTube. And you could follow me on Facebook and Instagram. And I hope you have a wonderful day and use that breath for your benefit. Thanks.